What if I told you your IQ is not fixed? Not at 18, not at 25, not even at 50. For decades, we were told that intelligence is genetic, something you're born with, something you can't change. But the greatest minds in history tell a very different story. Albert Einstein was considered slow as a child. His teachers believed he lacked intelligence. Charles Darwin was an average student who hated memorization. Thomas Edison was expelled from school and labeled unteachable. And yet, these individuals reshaped the way humanity thinks. So, what changed? Not their genes, not their schools. Their habits changed how their brains worked. Today, I'll walk you through the habits research shows can increase intelligence, habits the greatest minds in history used long before neuroscience could explain why. Habit 1. Deep thinking without input. Most people believe intelligence grows by consuming more videos, more podcasts, more information. But neuroscience shows the opposite. Your brain becomes smarter when it's forced to think without input. This activates the default mode network, the system responsible for abstract thinking, insight, long-term reasoning, and creativity. Einstein famously relied on thought experiments. He didn't always calculate. He imagined. What happens if I chase a beam of light? What happens if gravity bends space? He would walk alone for hours. No books, no notes, just pure thinking. Modern studies show that people who regularly engage in undistracted thinking score higher in problem-solving, strategic reasoning, and creative intelligence. Smart habit. Take daily thinking walks. No phone, no music, no input. At first it feels boring, then uncomfortable, then insightful. The discomfort? That's intelligence growing. Habit 2. Struggle before help. Highly intelligent people don't rush to answers. They delay help. Psychologists call this productive struggle. Your brain strengthens when it tries, fails, adjusts, and retries. Benjamin Franklin trained himself this way. He would read an essay, put it away, then try to rewrite it from memory. Only after struggling would he compare it to the original. This forced his brain to retrieve, reorganize, and refine. Modern brain imaging shows struggle activates deeper neural pathways than passive explanation ever does. That's why instant solutions feel productive, but quickly vanish from memory. Smart habit. Before asking for help, write your best answer, even if it's wrong. Struggle is not a sign of low intelligence. It's the mechanism that builds it. Habit 3. Writing to think, not to record. Most people write to store information. Smart people write to clarify thinking. Leonardo da Vinci didn't write polished essays. He wrote questions, diagrams, fragments, contradictions. His notebooks weren't organized. They were alive. Writing forces your brain to slow down, detect gaps, and make vague ideas precise. Research from Princeton and UCLA shows writing by hand improves conceptual understanding far more than typing or reading. Because writing is thinking made visible. Smart habit. Keep a daily thinking journal. Not, what did I do today? But, what do I actually understand? What confused me? What idea feels unfinished? Intelligence grows where thoughts are examined, not collected. Habit 4. Building mental models. High IQ individuals don't just know facts, they understand systems. Charlie Munger called this a latticework of mental models. Physics teaches cause and effect. Biology teaches adaptation. Psychology teaches bias. Economics teaches incentives. When your brain learns across domains, it becomes flexible. This is called transfer intelligence, the ability to apply ideas in new contexts. That's why polymaths dominated history: Aristotle, Leonardo da Vinci, Goethe. Modern research confirms cross-domain learners show higher fluid intelligence, the ability to reason in novel situations. Smart habit. Every week, learn one concept outside your field. Not deeply, conceptually. Your brain becomes smarter when ideas begin to connect. Habit 5. Deliberate memory training. Memory isn't separate from intelligence. It's foundational. Nikola Tesla could visualize entire machines, rotate them mentally, and test them in his mind. Ancient scholars deliberately trained memory because they understood sharper memory creates faster reasoning. Techniques like active recall, spaced repetition, and visualization don't just store information, they reorganize neural networks. MRI studies show memory-trained individuals develop denser, more efficient brain connections. Smart habit. Recall before review. Explain ideas without notes. Teach what you've learned. Memory is not talent. It's a trainable skill. Habit 6. Protecting cognitive energy. Smart people don't think all day. They think when their brain is strongest. Charles Darwin worked only 4 to 5 focused hours per day. The rest was walking, resting, reflecting. Chronic stress, sleep deprivation, and constant stimulation damage executive function, one of the core components of IQ. Your brain doesn't upgrade during hustle, it upgrades during recovery. Smart habit, sleep deeply, move daily, get sunlight, allow boredom. Boredom is not weakness, it's cognitive recovery. Here's the truth. IQ doesn't increase through hacks. It increases through habits. The smartest people in history didn't chase intelligence. They built systems that allowed intelligence to grow. If you want to think clearer, learn faster, and build a stronger mind, start with habits, not information. And if this changed the way you see intelligence, share it with someone who still believes IQ is fixed. Subscribe for more science-based insights on thinking, learning, and mental growth.